It has been almost 2 weeks since I put a video out, and we've done a little work in the last 2 weeks. Not a ton because, well, just like today, we've got rain. I moved to Skidder last week to a job site at Willard, Missouri, down between Willard and Bodart. A little job of walnut there, and I think in 2 days they had over 5 inches of rain there. So that kind of tell you what we're up against here. And rain today. I'm supposed to go look at some timber today. I'm actually waiting to load flatbeds right now, those quarter saw logs. So we'll have flatbeds going out. I loaded one yesterday, as you've seen the picture on the Facebook page, on Turner Logging's Facebook. So trying to stay busy. Of course, we've got logs on the yard. This is all ash and hackberry, 3-side and better butt logs. Now, 3-side and better means at least 3 sides of that log are clean. So just think of as a log as having 1, 2, 3, and 4 faces, which I know that's kind of odd since a log's usually round. But so 3-side and better is 3 out of those 4 faces need to be clean, no knots, no defects. So that's what these are, which it's getting the time of year where this stuff's not going to keep very well. Anytime the hot weather, you got ash, you got maple, you got hackberry. Hot weather's hard on that stuff. Of course, down there you can see some walnut laid out, and this is what's left of our bur oak pile. Now I'm trying as I go get all this graveled, so I'll have 2 or 3 more loads of rock brought in this week. We're going to rock on back to the edge of the timber here, then probably going to rock on out in the edge of this field, because where we're loading these flatbeds here in the corner of my drive, it's a little soft, a little mud, so we'll probably bring in a little rock trying to widen that corner out there. My faithful companion Tipsy. So that's kind of what's been the goings on here lately. Anxious to get back to the woods. We've got a lot to do. Still buying a lot of timber. Ready to start laying logs back in. Ready to get back to cutting. This sitting around me, we don't go too well together. So today I'm going to show you some video clips of some stuff I took from a week ago, and it's just kind of pieced together. It's just to kind of throw a video out there, because it's been almost 2 weeks. And aside from that, I have a favor to ask of you. Anybody that watched the channel that we have cut timber on, if you could go to my Google listing, Turner Logging LLC on Google, if you could leave us a positive review, a 5-star review, if you're happy with our work, I would greatly appreciate that. A few weeks ago, we had some tree huggers get on there and make false claims, false reviews. Typical stuff that tree huggers would do to try to run someone else's business and livelihood into the ground, because that's what tree huggers do. Anyway, guys, I'm not asking anybody to get on there and make a false claim or false accusation that we did great work if we've never worked for you. But if we have done work for you in the past, it would mean the world if you could go there on my Facebook page, on our Google listing page, and leave us a good review, a 5-star review. That would mean the world to me. Guys, thank you so much. Enjoy today's video. It's a short one. That's a big chunk of wood right there. That's got a good probably 9, maybe 10, but I'd say 10's pushing it. Probably a good 9-foot log in it. Well, it looks good. We'll see what it looks like when it hits the ground. It's right here by the road. This old road, we're going to do some work to it before we leave here. When all the logs are drug out and we've got all the logging part done, that's when I'll go back in with the brush grapple and the skid steer, kind of do the finesse work on the cleanup. I've got tops to pile. I've got roads to fix up. This is actually an old crossing here. Client said just over time it just kind of got in bad shape, and it's a better crossing than what he's got on below. So we're going to go ahead and take the skid steer and we'll fix this up. Now, one good thing about cutting this tree here is you can see how big that canopy is on that white oak. Well, what that'll do is whenever that gets wet right there, because this catches a lot of runoff here on this slope, that'll help dry that. The sun will be able to get down there and hit the ground and help dry that out a lot better. That way it doesn't stay wet all the time. So really, that'll be a good tree to cut to help kind of keep that road in good shape. big top. Now, as crazy as it may sound, and my dad's told me this for years, ever since I can remember, and it's always held true, but this oak timber, or any timber you cut on a north-facing slope, is going to be better than a southern-facing slope. Now, granted, the stuff you see across the creek over there didn't cut very good at all on that southern-facing slope. But this white oak timber we're cutting over here, now granted, that's a little dark in color, but once the air hits it, she'll bleach out. Just like this white oak up here. This big one cut really good. I can't explain it. Don't want to explain it. Don't need to explain it. Don't need to know. All I need to know is that it kind of holds true. This northern slope, this north-facing timber, always cuts a little better. Don't know why. That's always the case here in Missouri, at least in our area, it seems like. Hey guys, if you like what you see, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel for all of our latest videos.